pretty good right there.
Oh, this is July 6, 2024, and we're here at the Frenchville ATV Clubhouse, getting ready to go out to put a sign for Ouellette.
Yeah, sure.
Frenchville ATV Club?
Yeah.
Created by past town members. The big part is Pat Chassé up on the hill and Bob Dumais, talking with Fort Kent and the local towns, and they had clubs, and they said, no, you can create a club here, and so they did. They looked into it and they got it going. Pat Chassé was trail master, and Bob Dumais was president, and they had directors and secretaries and a whole bunch of people to work in the trails and stuff. A lot of people worked the trails. And it was not like what we do today with the machines and stuff. It was shovel and a pick, making water diversions by hand. I'd give him a hand, and the years went by, and he's getting up in age, and you know, if he'd come back today and say, take a look at these trails here, he'd be surprised, because back then it was just for a regular ATV, and you only had one pad. You meet somebody, well, you got to find a place to pull between the trees and stuff. But I think we've come a long ways. The machines have come a long ways, and the ATV system is all over. Our system is, we're in Frenchville. In no time at all, you can be in Fort Kent. Senegat, Madawaska, connects to Grand Isle. You can go to Van Buren. You can go anywhere you want. We just talked to some people from Caribou. They're up here riding. We seen a big change, and landowners are the ones that we have to put them out there, because if it wouldn't be for them, we've talked to, I've talked to many, over the years, many landowners, and I had a landowner a few years back, told him we'd fix that we had a water problem, and I says, we'll fix this. Well, when I'm gonna have the shovel come in and make a trench, and we'll haul gravel and stuff. Well, so that's gonna cost, when you're done, bring me the bill. It's like, no. We're doing it for the ATV club, for the ATV trail. We've got money for this. We get money every year for trail repair. No, we're not charging you. It's enough that you're letting us use your property. And it's very, very appreciated.
How many members in the club?
Roughly 80, 90 members.
Are they mostly local?
Mostly local, but with the internet and social media, we have a lot of outside members. I just got a membership from Newington, Connecticut yesterday, and club membership is $30, and they sent up a check for $100 and said, give the remainder to the club. And we have a lot of that. We have a lot of people from downstate, out of state. Aurel was saying we can connect to the different towns, Van Buren, St. Agatha, Frenchville. There's lodging in St. Agatha, Long Lake Motor Inn. Matter of fact, they're our business member of the week. Every week this club features a business member. Another place you can go to, whether you realize it or not, you can go to Canada. And with the new international bridge, they've got a room on the side, so you can take your machine over there. And I had friends that went over there less than 2 weeks ago, and they went for a nice little ride. So that's something to look into also. We've got about 26, 27 miles of trails.
Yeah.
You can, like Aurel was saying, we can connect. There's a couple that just left here. We're going down the road. They were going to hook up to trail that goes to St. Agatha, and they're staying at the campground at Lakeview Restaurant. So they got to have a good meal, and they're staying right there, and they're taking in the sights of the valley, our trails. They're not all hot top. We don't want to take away the fun of ATVing. We've got some nice hills, some beautiful overlooks, and we're going to have some new overlooks opening probably later this year and next year. It's a fun sport, a good family sport, and like Aurel said, thank you to the landowners, because without them we wouldn't have the trail system that we have. And if we don't have the trail system, you don't ride.
That's right. When they started the ATV club, off the top of my head there, I don't remember what year, but it's been a while. They needed to groom this trail up here heading towards Fort Kent. And whoever's gone down there, if you look off to the bridge, it looks like Grand Falls, New Brunswick, or Niagara Falls down there in the springtime with the water coming down. There's a big gorge down there, so they had to put a bridge. Well, local farmers, the big farmer that helped a lot on that was Noir Paradis. He did a lot of work. They made cement footings and stuff, and they laid out the first bridge. And over the years, well, the groomers are getting bigger and bigger. And quite a few years ago, they had to widen the bridge, and they put the new surface on top of the old bridge. So that's the bridge you see now. But then when you go underneath there, it's a maze there that you see. There's a bridge here, and then there's a bridge. It's almost like George Washington Bridge at 2 levels, but you can't get to the bottom there. But a few years back, our dear friend John Ouellette, John was a trail master for the Snowmobile Club. Groomer and all that. And it needed to be looked at because the wall was moving out, and the bridge was gonna lose the front. It's gonna fall in. Acquired some steel from the mill. Back then, was it Fraser?
Yeah, it was Fraser back then.
We hauled them over here at the Snowmobile Club, and they took them apart, got the beams out of it, the metal, big tubular metal, cut them to size, and Albert and Mark, his son, Albert, the constructioner, they were the ones that did the groundwork, brought in concrete pillars, stacked them underneath the bridge, big rocks from the Pelletier pit, the riffraff, with the big shovel, hoist them over the side, swing them underneath there, let them go. We worked, and the bridge is still there. I can see Haas underneath there welding. He's got his sweatband over the head.
Yeah. Yeah.
His signature look.
Yeah. So the sign over the bridge?
That's a dedication for our dear friend that had an accident last year and lost his life, and we had to do something. At this site here, we figured it was snow machine way out, and ATV also, and he did a lot for both clubs. And what's the better place here on that bridge?
Now, this all started out. I knew we had to do something. I was with John Haas when he passed away, and as Aurel was too. And he was a close friend to the community, a volunteer in every way. And so we started out, we talked about putting a plaque down here. And this was together with the Snowmobile Club. And we took suggestions. Somebody said, why not put a sign over the bridge? So, okay, let's do that. And then somebody said, well, why don't we arch the sign? So we did that. So I got wheels into motion last year, and we worked with a local sign,
Mike
Signs and Designs in Madawaska. And Mike fabricated this sign. And on May 9th, the anniversary of Haas's death, we had a dedication at the Snowmobile Clubhouse. And you can see that dedication on WFK TV if you want. We turned around and brought this sign down here a couple of weeks ago on a rainy, I believe it was a Saturday morning. On a rainy Saturday morning. It was plenty warm enough, but the rain was coming down, and we had approximately 25-30 volunteers show up. It was just outstanding. We had help from both clubs, from local and other towns. And we went to work that morning, and in no time at all, we had the sign put up. John Raymond from, I want to mention a couple of names. John Raymond from Caribou. I believe he owns Gary's Yamaha. Ken Richard from town here. He's a fabrication artist. He's the one that did the frame for the sign. And then I want to thank the St. John Valley Tech Center too. They furnished us with a lot of the materials used in making the frame for the sign. And then everybody else that showed up, like I said, we had 25-30 people. Some people were just supervising, and other people were hands-on, but we got the job done, and it was done safely. And it's been there a couple of weeks now. We've had a couple of big windstorms, and everything looks to be holding well. And every time we pass by, we think of John Haas Ouellette. So if you want to go for a little ATV ride and you want to see the valley and come up and see our beautiful sign, make sure to check us out.
And we have to say that we have our former Paul's Gas is now Romeo's One Stop, and you definitely have to stop in there.
They've got some good muffins,
homemade donuts. And yesterday I was in there for lunch, and it was tomato soup with a wrap. My wife makes a good tomato soup. I can't say otherwise. But I remember the tomato soup from Rosette's when I owned it. And they used to sell, and I said, I got to try it. And JJ was there, Jim was there in the back, and Josh. So they said, how's lunch? I said, lunch was very good. The tomato soup was very good. It was like, so patronize these businesses and enjoy the riding.
A lot of these businesses are business members with the club. And like I said earlier, we feature a new business member every week. If you'd like to become a business member, feel free to check out our website, FrenchvilleATVClub.org. Or you can see us on Facebook.
You know, the other thing with Romeo's is that it's a place for gasoline.
Yes.
Gasoline, everything.
Yeah. Romeo's has it all.
Yeah.
And now here we're at the site. It's on Church Avenue in Frenchville, but the sign is going down the hill to where it's going to be installed on a bridge. The stream down at the bottom. And this is the bridge where the sign is going to be installed. This is really a community project. Putting up the sign for Haas Ouellette, here on the bridge. All of the members of the ATV club and actually some of the Snowmobile club members are all here to have this sign be placed over the bridge. And this is the stream over which the bridge passes over. In this gully along Church Avenue in Frenchville. A lot of excitement here as the sign comes down to the bridge. As you can see, this is really a community effort. The sign has been anchored on this trailer, but now it's time to find its home over the bridge here in Frenchville. And these are the iron piers that will actually support the sign over the bridge.
Potatoes are growing nicely. Hey, the fields are full.
Now we're finding the center of the bridge.
Should have brought his kid down here.
Now we're trying to decide exactly how to position the sign on the poles over this bridge and how to fasten it to the bridge itself.
Would you been there here, boy? I was at the bar. I went to school, reform school. Does that count?
And this is the bracket that is going to hold up on this side of the bridge. You can see it's raining, but it doesn't matter. The people are here to support Ouellette. In this project, they're putting up the sign over the bridge.
Pretty good right there.
Everything is on the level. Making sure everything is straight, as Haas would have wanted them to. And now we're going to drill this side, put this brace on this side of the bridge. And even Denise Ouellette, Haas's wife, is here to look at the work that is being done for the community, by the community. The ATV Club and the Snowmobile Club members.
The price of those will set me in the book to get it.
And the side is about to go up.
That goes on the outside. Put it on this side of it. Okay, we need some hands here to hold it.
It's on the outside of the bridge.
Okay, now hold it on the outside.
Now this is a heavy steel brace. While waiting for the sign to go up, some of the kids from the neighborhood are here fishing along the stream. Very picturesque area. Not just fishing, but certainly the view from the bridge is beautiful. Now we're making sure that both sides are level. Both sides of the bridge. It has to be perfect because the sign is going to fit inside this bracket. The brackets have to be very, very secured.
Ken, we have that boat. I got some wrenches and a socket set.
There's a lot of engineering that's gone into getting this sign ready to be put up. If you look at the base, it's made so that it extends on the outside of the bridge. And it also is high enough so that when the sign is on top, the snowmobile groomer that grooms the trail as well in wintertime has to go under the sign. It's already been pre-measured and assured that this will work. The construction is really coming along. Despite the pouring rain, people are here on the bridge anticipating the sign to go up. And it will be shortly. Now it's time to bring the sign up to be attached to the support system. As you can see, the aluminum fittings on the end will fit inside the posts.
Where is it, Clint?
As you can see, the aluminum clamp fits over the post. Should fit tight.
It'll go, I think.
If they find drugs, then they don't have to replace that. But if they don't find drugs,
One side fit perfectly, but the other side had to be grinded just a bit. Now we're getting ready to try to insert it A little tight, but it'll get there.
Hold on.
And now we're getting ready to raise the sign, just to make sure that it fits perfectly before putting the final touches on it. Look at the nice sign over the bridge, high enough for the snowmobile groomer to go underneath it.
They say the side-by-sides are getting bigger and higher.
Ryan said he was going to climb up there. You got to climb the ladder.
149 3/4. Not at all.
Now we have to measure both sides to make sure that it's level at the top.
Let him be, he's in his glory.
Measuring both sides of the bridge.
148 3/4. 148 and 149 is. That side's an inch higher, but we never did measure everything either to make sure that did you ever measure? Perfect. So it's possible.
Now the finishing touches are being placed on the sign. Beautiful sign. All in memory of John Ouellette. A lot of time onto this bridge, to getting it set, but also for all the work that he's done on the snowmobile and the ATV trails here in Frenchville. Certainly a tribute by the community for the community. Now we attach a bolt through the coupling onto the pole, just to make sure that even the vibration from the wind is going to leave the sign intact.
Still dry under there, Scott?
Somewhat. He's all soaked, but he's dry.
As they were tightening the nut to the bolt that's holding this up, the nut fell out underneath the bridge. And as you would have it, Ouellette helped to find the nut. And now the sign goes up for this last time. It's secured and will be secured in place. And here, for people to enjoy and remember Ouellette.
Holding that up, I took a picture.
And now we're putting the last screw
Ken's going to have something
to the sign.
Who wants to get screwed? Kids are all lined up.
This is the final screw that's holding up
I don't know yet.
this sign here on the bridge.
I wouldn't fuck with that. I wouldn't touch with that. I'd go ahead.
This is the last screw, and it's going to be done by Ouellette's son. He's actually going to drive the last screw into the bridge
Just up here anyway. So what we can do is
to hold up his father's sign.
and then we'll put the
Try that. Ready? Watch this, guys.
So let's replace the wood first.
The last screw to hold up the sign.
Hey, good,
In honor.
good. Hey, good
There we
job.
are.
Hey, all right. Good job. Yeah. That's good.
And now everybody's getting ready for a sign. He's coming right back. We're getting ready to do a photo of everybody by the sign. Denise Ouellette and her son
All right, come on.
getting ready.
pretty good right there.
Hey guys, on behalf of the Frenchville ATV Club and the Frenchville Snowmobile Club, now you got me all mixed up. And on behalf of the Ouellette family and his friends also, this memorial is for us. We thank you very, very much. We couldn't have done it without you. And a special thanks to Ken Richards for his fabrication job. Outstanding.